He comes out with a bundle of money. He tells Tia, how much do you have? Tia brings some bundle of money. I think it came to about 5 or 6 million shillings on the table. So he says, young man, I've brought you this money, take this money, go and withdraw that case. I looked at him and I said, I don't do those kind of things. And I walked away. And if he needs a fight, I can give him a fight. I can get the Gen Z workers to kick him out. I can get Atwoli kicked out of office. So he moved. I moved in the labor court, or Otiende moved in the high court, and then the high court said, okay, it has no jurisdiction, go to the labor court. So we went to the labor court and we continue. Now, the case was tight. So, Tia, the son of the commissioners, she's called Tia Galgalo, comes with a battery of some of her relatives and whatever, saying, you see, I'm a widow, I need this job, I've been out of a job, whatever. But the thing was, you never applied for this position. How are you on the list? That was my question. So they tried to entice me with some money. I tell them, no, we are not budging. So, after some time, I get a call from Atwoli. I had been to his home before this and that. I get a call from Atwoli. He tells me, I'm the Luya elder, and when things happen, people come up to me and you say, there's a small problem, I would like you to come. We look at it. Can you come at such and such a time? I said, okay, Mzee, I'll come. So he drove the whole way to his home, down there, and those very far-flung areas. When I get there, he has got a white maid, or this insecurities that these people have. So he has got a white woman who is his maid. Instead of giving that job to a Kenyan, he's given some foreigner. Anyway, she ushers him in, and then I go. I find him seated in his porch there. Then I'm surprised. Tia Galgalo is there. So Atwoli is here. So we talk, we have lunch. Then he takes me, he has got some funny gorofa. I think he was building a bungalow, then decided it has to be a gorofa, some very poorly done thing. So we climb up there. He goes into the inner chamber. He comes out with a bundle of money. He tells Tia, how much do you have? Tia brings some bundle of money. I think it came to about 5 or 6 million shillings on the table. So he says, young man, I've brought you this money, take this money, go and withdraw that case. I looked at him and I said, I don't do those kind of things. And I walked away. I had a good relationship with Atwoli because there was a time he went to Geneva and he brought me 2 shirts, a white shirt and a blue shirt, which I still wear, even I wore one yesterday. But when it got to that point, he's trying to bribe me to do something bad. I told him no, and that's the last time I've spoken to him. So if I can reject 6 million and he thinks 6 million is enough, who is richer?
You are?
I'm richer than Atwoli. Richness is not possession. It's your attitude to possession.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a possession. That's why Jesus said the rich in the spirit. My attitude to material things is that I just, and they're not an end in themselves. Money is not an end in itself for me. I don't need to own the world. I just need money enough for my meal today. Yeah, that's what's critical. So me and Atwoli, who is rich, I'm richer than him because he tried to give me, he thinks money can solve problems. I told him no. Conviction is the important thing in life. So when he goes yapping and doing whatever he says, that I'm too poor to, who said that I want to buy votes? I'm not going to buy votes. I want to convince Kenyans that we can do this thing in a different way. If they get convinced, well and good. If they don't get convinced, I have won my race. I've run my race to the best I've done. I've kept my faith. I've not lost my section of the race. You see, that's how I define it. So people like Atwoli don't understand the world. So the other day he was yapping, Ruto is going to hang himself, Kateni me to Sugoi, what have you. What did he do when Ruto won?
He changed
He went lapping up to him like a lapdog. So what do I do with that kind of character?
Do such insensitive...
This is a man who cannot even have democracy within the Cotu. What is he doing Cotu all this time? Why can't he allow young people to take over? And if he needs a fight, I can give him a fight. I can get the Gen Z workers to kick him out. I can get Atwoli kicked out of office. The largest workforce is very young people who don't see the world the way he sees it. But that fight will be going up after a squirrel when we should be chasing the elephant. Yeah. But he should know that he's standing on eggshells. If I focus my guns on Atwoli, he will not be a Cotu chairman. He'll be voted out. Yeah. But that's not the fight we have on our hands right now.
It's the elephant.
Yeah. In Cotu, let him show us what he has done for the workers. He's basically, he can do nothing for the workers. So he should not be saying that Kenya must be done in the tribal, through a tribal lens. I've never projected myself in any tribe. I only, the thing I have is I believe being a citizen, that's the highest you can be in this country. So it doesn't matter whether you're blue, green, yellow, whatever. It doesn't matter. So when some have been saying I need a tribal block, I don't need a tribal block.
No,
I just need clarity of mind. I need an agenda that I can give Kenyans to either buy or reject. But agenda I must give them. They must have that Good Friday moment when they are asked, Christ or Barabbas? Let them choose Barabbas if they want. The world won't end. They can choose Christ if they want.
Yes.
And Christ for us is the law, the rule of law. And that's my agenda, the rule of law, full implementation of the Constitution, get the institutions going, let the country be run by the best. If it's a board of a parastatal, I've won cases that say parastatals must be filled, the boards must be filled competitively. Those in power have refused. They are giving it to relatives. They are giving it to cronies and what have you. They are giving it to supporters who lose elections. And so our industry cannot take off. The whole concept of a parastatal was to set up a developmental state. If you look at the Asian tigers, they were brought up by these parastatals because you realize that you are too poor individually to invest in an area, but you can collectively pull money together, put in a state corporation, invest in this strategic area for purposes of liberating the country. Take an example of agriculture. If we had maintained the ADCs and the research centers and what have you, we could be very far in whatever we are doing. But because we did not give it to the best we have, we gave it to our relatives and they had no consequences and whatever. They stole the land, they stole the animals. We don't even have anything to show for. And a lot of parastatals are like that. Kenya Airways, who is on the board? Okay? Who is on the board of whatever? Even if you have got a good MD, managing director, you find he's been given a couple of thugs on the board who are after who want the MD or the CEO to show them how to make some money out of the parastatal. They want to suck, everything, to siphon everything, life out of the parastatal.
Milk everything.
Yes, instead of saying, let us have targets with this parastatal, let us do interviews, let us give this job on merit, and let this parastatal deliver. We don't do that. So, and that's why you find that our parastatals are not functioning, because the way we fail them, the way we give out jobs, we don't give to the best. And even in the mainstream ministries, a government comes in, the tribe of the president is what is given jobs. Maybe you need somebody who's tribeless, like some of us, to come in and say, okay, we have no tribe to give jobs to. Let us give job to the best who is. If he's an Indian, he's a Kenyan, he's the best we can have. Give him the job. If he's a Somali, if he's a Kikuyu, if he's a Luo, if he's a El Molo, whatever he is, if he's qualified, Let us give the job to the person. Not to say that it must be my tribesman here, my tribesman here, my tribesman there. And that's what I'm saying, like for me, if I succeed in my endeavor to be president of this country, my tribesmen do not think they're going to have the state to loot. And my tribesmen will be merit. My tribesmen will be character, not ethnicity.